Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Neca Toys Disney's Gargoyles Ultimate Elisa Masa. Not Elisa Masa, because that drives Greg Weisman flippin' bananas, and that's the censored version for all you snowflakes out there. That said, much like a lot of the Gargoyles figures I've been taking a look at recently, I got this young lady, question mark, how old is she? That's never confirmed, nor denied. But much like the other Gargoyles figures I've been taking a look at recently, I picked this one up also from the fine folks over at Toy Stalker. Again, link in the description below. And the discount code for free shipping on all orders over $100 is free ship 99. FREESHIP 99. All caps. 99, of course, is 2 9s. So, I think I've been saying ship free 99. It's free ship 99. Sorry about that. But what do you expect? This is a low budget show, so I can't just put it up in flashing bold letters for you. That said, getting into the meat and taters of this review, in the way of Elisa's accessories, she does come with a pair of trigger finger hands. Yeah, that's questionable. Not quite sure why, because she doesn't have a freaking gun. So, are Disney turned into Warner Brothers now, and we can't have guns with our figures? Oh wait, Xanatos comes with a big arse laser rifle. So I guess that's not it, but, they don't have the right hinges either. You know, maybe she doesn't come with a gun because Broadway would play with it and, you know, dislocate her spine again. That said, if you got the McFarlane Toys Gun Pack version 1, it came with 2 of these guys. And you can fit it right in the trigger hand like so. There you go. Pretty rad. That I was able to find her a gun that I will display her with. And if we ever get Matt Bluestone, I have another one of these guns, so he can have one as well. I hope we get Matt Bluestone. That'd be sick. Never had a figure before. Yes, I want figures of the human characters. They count too. That said, Elisa also comes with an alternate pair of grip hands, one of which actually does have the correct hinge in it. The other one has the other type of hinge. And these are made specifically for her police badge and her flashlight. If I can find her flashlight here. And slip that right in like so. Just like episode, was it 2? 2 or 3? Where she first discovers the Gargoyles with this exact flashlight. And then she does have her badge here, which, pardon me while I try to pick it off the ground. Gee whiz. There you go. It's this really tiny piece of plastic that, in all honesty, I wouldn't have minded if this was just molded to the hand. Because I don't know how this is supposed to go in here, really. I mean, I'm not dumb, but I'm not a rocket scientist either. Yeah, I don't... Something like this. Something like that. But ultimately, it's just gonna... Well, actually, it's staying in there pretty good, so... We'll leave that like that. But there you go. There's her badge in her hand. Yay! She also comes with a little puss. Look at that. Shout out to Brian Starner, friend of the channel. This thing has a double ball peg in the head, so you can move its head around. You can look up and down a little bit too. Her name is Cagney. I don't know what that means, but that's its name. Nothing in the tail. I'm surprised the tail doesn't rotate, but that's your lot. That's all her accessories aside from the alt head with the windswept hair, which is pretty cool. That said, her hair is incredibly long. It looks like it's longer here than it is on the head that's on the figure. That said, She does have interchangeable heads that you can pop out of the hair, like so, and have a weird mannequin-looking head. Some horror movie crap right there. And then you can take the extra head she comes with, this one right here, and pop it in there, which can be easier said than done. It's a bit of a snug fit, but once it's in there, she does not have a giant forehead. I think it's in there. Feels like it is. Not. I'm sorry, but again, low budget show here. So there you go. Really, really cool. Comes with a lot of stuff, I think. The only thing really missing is a gun and maybe a scarf, because in the winter time episodes she did have a scarf. But that would probably have to be soft goods. I don't think just a plastic piece would work here. I'm trying to think, is there anything? Some relaxed hands would have been nice. She doesn't come with any of those. I thought she was supposed to, but I sure as heck didn't see any. Because in the show, she would hold her gun up and have a hand resting on the side of it. And that would have been cool to do, because she does have double elbows. Speaking of which, let's take a closer look at Elisa Masa here compared to her Kenner figure. Yeah, I know it's a little harsh when I reviewed this Kenner figure for Throwback Thursdays, but look, in the 90s, Kenner had to sell a female character to boys, and in the 90s, that just didn't happen. Ask the local friend who shall not be named for privacy reasons. To this day, he leaves the female figures behind. I don't know what that says about our society, but that's just the way it is, man. You know, you gotta deal with it. That said, this figure came with not just one, but two guns on her hips there. Which, actually, not a bad scale with this figure, to be honest with you. But they are, like, Liefeld-looking laser pistol things with a big old honking peg on the side. So that's not that great. That said, I must say, it does look like Neca tried to recreate this head sculpt on this new figure, making it a lot better, mind you. Because here, she looks like she belongs on that Hanna-Barbera show, The Amazing Chan Clan. She looks more like Polynesian, Filipino, or, you know, just straight up Asian, as opposed to half Native American, half Nigerian. Here, she looks a lot better. It's a lot more like the show and or the comics, so I'm okay with this. That said, she does come with one other thing. Setting her there. Because she's a human character, she comes with the cloak wings for our good buddy Brooklyn here. Now, you've probably seen these cloak wings in, heck, the past couple of videos, I think. But, this is where they come from. They come from good old Elisa Masa, not Elisa Masa. Gotta be honest, I don't think that's just something that drives Greg Wiseman bananas. I think that drives me bananas too. To be quite honest with you. Like, did you watch the show, or did you just, like, ignore everything that was said? Like, come on, man. And it's written that way. Like, I don't... Like, everyone gets Lisa right. They don't say Liza. Like, it's like, even Elizabeth. It's like, that's not even... I don't know. Name police aside, she comes with Brooklyn's cape. He looks cool with it. That said, I will say, my one gripe with these cape wings, I don't like this sticky outy crap. I wish they were in like this. Now, of course, I might take a hairdryer to this and fix that, but I shouldn't have to do that. Not for 40 freaking bucks. Or however much this was. What can I say? I don't like to mess with things. I'd rather they just come out the package fine, but I gotta mess with stuff to get it to work, then, you know, whatever. Thankfully, though, Elisa worked fine out of the package. So, as far as her articulation goes, she's got a double ball peg in the head. I don't think she has anything in the neck. And as far as popping the head off, I'd probably have to advise popping the hair off first, then the head. because it's kind of tricky to do that. But there you go. The shoulders can go out to the side. They're a little hindered because of the way they're shaped. They're shaped like red leather jacket sleeves, after all. So they do move out. They do move forward and back. She does have a bicep swivel, a double elbow, which not too gappy in there. She does have kind of the poofy sleeves on her jacket, which honestly I didn't really know this was a leather jacket until somebody like pointed it out, because in the show it's not really drawn with like the shininess added to it. She did wear like a blue jacket later on in season 2 that had that on it, so that I assume was leather material, but this one it's a lot less noticeable, and you could just say it's a suede or something like that. But this is not a clothing channel, so I don't know why I care, but I'm just saying. She does have hinge swivel wrists that do work quite well. The hand is really easy to pop out compared to some of these figures, so that's nice. She does have a diaphragm joint in the waist here. You could probably push this and get a little bit more rotation out of it, but it's really stiff. You can't really crunch either. So she doesn't get a ton of range in the torso, which kind of sucks, because it'd be cool to get her in a cool Elisa crouch, because she used to do that a lot. She used to crouch and kick the crap out of fools. Especially in the pilot, she takes on like how many henchmen was it? Is it 3 or 4 of them? I don't know. They look like 90s Marvel Comics rejects, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't mind getting figures of them at some point. She does have T-jointed hips. They do kick out, they do kick down, they kick forward and back. I will say she does have, not a diaper, but she does have this overlay on the crotch area here. It's relatively stiff and doesn't really stretch, so you're kind of limited there, but it's alright. It's good enough. You do have a thigh cut, double knee. I will say she's a little gummy in the knees. You can see there's a little flex there, but not terrible. It's okay. It's alright. No like calf cut or boot swivel at the end of the pant leg here, but she does have ankle hinge with a rocker. Joints are not the tightest things ever on this figure, but they're not loose, so that's nice. But that's Elisa in a nutshell, man. She's cool. I dig her. I think we could have got a little bit more. Like I said, the relaxed hands and the gun, and like a soft goods scarf to put around her neck, would have really been it. That's all I could really think of that this figure does not have and is missing. But other than that, I really like her. She's a nice addition to the line, and way more show accurate than her vintage counterpart, to say the very least. So, with that being said, let's now move on and take a look at some size comparisons. And since we already took a look at how Elisa Masa scales with Little Brother Brooklyn, here she is alongside the other members of the Avalon World Tour story arc, which took the latter half of Season 2 to get through. And then, of course, there was a little bit of Manhattan stuff at the end, but a lot of Season 2 was the Avalon stuff. I thought that was a really cool arc. I liked all the different folklore and legends and mythology that was brought into the Gargoyles universe throughout that part of the series, but if you missed one, you were kind of screwed. So, I guess thanks O.J. Simpson for ruining that, as well as stupid adults who only want to watch the news. Don't you guys listen to Megadeth? I mean, come on. The Peace Sells video says it all. That said, random references to stupid crap that doesn't matter than this video aside, here she is with Angela, Big Daddy Goliath, and of course everyone's favorite pooch, Bronx. Moving him and Angela out of the way here. Of course, I took her wings off because, well, she takes up way less space that way. Who'd have thought, right? If I can find a place to set her now, that'd be great. And since we have Big Daddy Goliath here, it wouldn't be complete unless we brought in Big Mama Demona, who has a very, very strong distaste for not only humans, but this particular one. So why don't we move her out of here before she tries to pull some crap, as well as Goliath, so he can keep her in line. And then we can wrap this up with, of course, the infamous Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulus, which, missed opportunity, the Gargoyles never fought like an army of skeleton warriors. That would have been friggin' sick. But, oh well. Just didn't work in the story, I suppose. And of course we have Spawn, who, like Goliath, her main squeeze, if you didn't know, does tower over her. I would have always liked to have seen Elisa cross paths with Spawn. I feel like she'd be able to talk to him, having experience with Goliath, who not only is also voiced by Keith David, but is a kind of dark and broody type character, much like little Al Simmons here. So, with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and for being the first human figure that I've taken a look at from this NECA Toys Disney's Gargoyles Ultimates line, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed and am excited to take a look at, hopefully, many more. Again, I would really like to get a Matt Bluestone to go with this Elisa figure, because we've never had him before. That, and if he came with the cloak wings for Hudson or Angela, I wouldn't complain about that either, because while I love having my Gargoyles with the wing spread, having the cloak wings like good old Brooklyn has here definitely cuts back on ye old real estate. So, with that being said, before we wrap up this review of the final member of the Manhattan Clan, there's just one more thing we gotta do first. And here's the money shot. That's right, the Manhattan Clan, at least circa 1996 or 7 or so, in its entirety. We got Elisa, the final member. We got Lexington, Brooklyn, Broadway, Angela, Hudson, Bronx, and of course, Big Daddy Goliath to lead them all against the forces of evil. At least, again, circa 1996 or 7. Because we don't have Katana, we don't have Nashville, we don't have Eduardo, we don't have Foo Dog, and we don't have Cold Stone or Cold Fire, who have been recently added to the Manhattan Clan since, I want to say, the slave labor graphics days in 2006 or 7, and the Dynamite comics as recent as this past year. So, really cool to finally have all these, but gosh darn it, NECA, these take up more real estate than they probably have to. So, we need capes for him, her, and him, like ASAP. So I can fit all these in frame without having a bunch of stuff hiked up on my hindquarters, if you know what I'm saying. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.